We begin this review with my trademark Sunday music recommendation for Sunday, and I am recommending the cover of Robbie Williams's Rock DJ done by the Wurzels. It's brilliant. It starts with them doing like a hardcore song, and it's great. Leave those flippin' sheep alone! Leave those flippin' sheep alone! Leave those flippin' sheep alone! Turn it off after the little skit at the start. The fake song is better than the actual song that they are presenting. I've got a funny story about that album, actually. Wait, I didn't have it anymore, sadly. Would have been good to show it off here rather than an unrelated issue of Justice League. But the Wurzels, they had an album. It was done after the main one died. The main one from the Wurzels, I think he's called Adge Cutler. He got ran over by a tractor. But the Wurzels, they continued on without him. And they did shitty cover albums where they became every bit the novelty act they always were. They did covers of like Don't Look Back in Anger and fucking Travis, shite like that. And their album, it is called Never Mind the Bollocks. Here is the Wurzels. And obviously it's like Sex Pistols, Never Mind the Bollocks. And the cover is made to look like that. And I bought it on sale for £3. I thought, well, I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I immediately recognised the cover, and I thought it was the Sex Pistols album. So I bought the Wurzels album by mistake, and sadly, that is the end of the story. There's no hilarious payoff where I got home and put it in the CD player and thought for a minute, oh, the Sex Pistols sound weird. No, I realised on the bus going home. But that is a little story there. That is a little sermon for you. A Sunday sermon. Anyway, this is an issue of death metal I have been putting off for ages because Dick Grayskull has a man bun. This is Justice League 53, but its connection to Justice League seems a bit sparse. It has got Orkin Girl. She is the only Justice League member there. But we also have Nightbird, Dick Grayskull, and Detective Chimp. And they all get totally pointless and boring death metal redesigns to sell toys, even though realistically none of these characters is ever going to get a toy made. Maybe Dick Grayskull if he is lucky. And this is told from his point of view. This opening is a flashback to when he first saw the Justice League all together, and how it inspired him, and how he knew one day he was destined to join the team himself. But it is death metal, so everything is miserable and edgelordy. The world has been taken over and destroyed by evil Batman. And now Dick Grayskull with a man bun He goes around on a mechanical horse, and they do surprisingly explain the horse in one line of dialogue. But didn't read these 2 pages because they are not part of the comic. They are an advert. Didn't be like me and fall for this every time. Then Dick Grayskull, he meets up with Detective Chimp. He saves them from some evil Batman composite characters. They are also joined by Orkin Girl, and there is no in-story explanation for why they have all changed their costumes. Batman and Superman, they were given story to explain why they looked different or why they are wearing a jacket. But there is no reason at all for Orkin Girl to have started wearing a new top, or for Dick Grayskull to think that it is a good idea to tie his hair back into a man bun. We have some stuff with Detective Chimp. He has been a pessimist. He is very defeatist. That is good. And then the 3 of them, they are embarking on a quest to find a MacGuffin to defeat Batman, who does a laugh. And they bump into, here is Lenny Luthor's. I stopped reading the main Justice League series because it was just promises of big stories, and then the big stories were promises of big stories. I think it was just before this stuff with Lenny Luthor's that I had stopped reading. Lenny Luthor's, he got transformed. I think Batman, who does a laugh, he infected Lenny Luthor's and transformed him into a super-powered, super smart, super strong, super fast, super everything. And it looks really stupid. But this is after that. He has been restored to normal, but he is like an outcast now, and he is living in shame. And the Justice League have got to turn to him for help. And I am pretty sure that what led to his transformation in the first place was that the Justice League turned to him for help, and he betrayed them. I didn't think them having to work with Lenny Luthor's is a good enough or a fresh enough hook to hold us over to the next issue. And that is probably why there is a few more pages with more stuff. And the Celestials. There is some alright writing in there, but it's death metal. And if the months between death metal reviews didn't clue you in, I was pretty done on death metal. Read this if you want to read it. Don't read it if you don't want to read it. I can't give any better recommendation than that. 7 thumbs up.
No, turn that bloomin' rocket down. We don't want no rock DJ.